Hello there, and welcome to Skyrim. I've been kind of excited for this, because it's been a little bit, and I want... I don't know, I like Skyrim. I like playing this game. It's a fun game. What more do you want?
You can afford a septim or two.
So... yeah, Skyrim. Now we spent quite a bit of time in solitude these last few streams. Quite a bit of time here, like must have been like a month worth of streams just like being here in this area. So we're going to wrap that up because there's not really a whole lot left for us to do around here. There is the house that we could buy, and we might do that at some point, but first, I mean 42,000 gold is probably enough, but I would like to save that money at least for now, because there's something a little bit more important to spend that money on. Why am I leaving? Hang on. I need to go back. That money...
Say Ulfric Stormcloak murdered the High King with his voice.
Boy. That money I'm going to actually save for spells. Now, they're probably not going to be that expensive, but I would also just making sure I'm actually wearing my actual gear. Yeah, they're probably not that expensive, but generally speaking, you know, yeah. I'd like to have the money before I worry about buying the house. Also, before I forget, I remember last stream, kind of towards the end, I don't think it was the very end, but like within like the last hour or so, I was saying
Coin or two for a veteran?
I had like
Not much to
a
ask.
vague idea for a mod that I wanted. There's like some mod that I was like, oh, I should look into that and see if there is one, but I actually don't remember what that mod was that I wanted. There was a mod? There was a mod somewhere where I was like, hey, this would be a good idea for something for me to get, but I never ended up taking note of what that was. So, I mean, if it's not off the top of my head, then it's clearly not something that I'm gonna miss that much, but if I do remember, I'm probably gonna tab over and just try and find that mod just so that I can remember to download it when the stream is done. Also, I don't really walk on these walls, but there's some good walls. Yeah, just like pretty neat way you can look over the city. I mean, this is also, spoiler alert, going to come in handy if we need to assassinate. What is this guard staring at? Yeah, he was just dozing off into space. Makes sense. I mean, I do that a lot too. Yeah, whenever we come back here to assassinate Victoria, we're... like, these walls might come in handy, but I don't think we'll actually do it that way. Maybe we will. Who knows? But anyway, enough goofing around, because there's a lot that I want to do today. And by a lot, I mean two things. Two things that I want to do today. But the second thing might take a while. I'm not sure exactly how long it's going to take. The plan for today is number one, we're gonna do the main quest. We're gonna finally talk to Malborn in the Winking Skeever, and then he's gonna help us get into the Thalmor embassy, where we will do that really interesting, pretty unique mission. There's not another mission like it in all of Skyrim. So we're gonna do diplomatic immunity, and then depending on how long that takes, because like, okay, I'm probably gonna goof around a little bit like in the opening area, but once we get into the actual dungeon part of it, I don't think we'll spend too long. It's not that long of a dungeon, but we'll do that. It might take us about an hour, and then the rest of the stream we're going to head off for our next main objective, which will not be the main quest. I mean, I will probably want to turn that in at some point, but no. What we're going to do is we're going to make a journey to Winterhold, because we're at that level where I'm having all these different, like I've got really decent upgraded gear. I have, like, you know, ebony armor, all that good stuff. Do you know what I don't have and what I'm falling behind in? Is spells. My spells are not getting better, and I cannot buy new better spells because I have not joined the College of Winterhold. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna go to Winterhold to join the college. And of course, we're gonna go on a long journey to do so. I have not yet decided on the route, and we will discuss that when the time comes. But for now, diplomatic immunity. Into the Winking Skeever.
Come on in. Let me know if you need anything, or take a seat by the fire and I'll send someone over.
I don't think we've actually even talked to you yet. Oh right, he's the fence for the Thieves Guild, so we don't need to worry about him just yet.
It's coming along.
Bunch of distractions, if you ask me. They just interrupt the rest of my work.
I'm sorry to break it to you, Giraud, but students are an unfortunate necessity of a college. Do try to persevere.
Yes, Headmaster.
Yeah, I don't think I've actually talked to you yet, so let's do
Welcome to
that.
the Winking Skeever, friend.
Yeah, he doesn't really have anything interesting for us, just like where can I learn about magic, and why is this called Winking
Remember the
Skeever?
Winking Skeever next time you're footsore.
Seems there's always more to be done.
You work here?
You could say that. I own the place. Well, okay. My father owns the Winking Skeever, but it's the family business, so it'll be mine when he kicks off.
We've actually already heard that line of dialogue. It's just slightly different because we're actually inside now. So, hang on, let me set diplomatic immunities active. There we go. Malborn, buddy, I have some things to discuss with you.
What do you need?
Our mutual friend sent me.
Really? You're who she picked? I hope she knows what she's doing. Here's the deal. I can smuggle some equipment into the embassy for you. Don't plan on bringing anything else in with you. The Thalmor takes security very seriously. Give me what you can't live without, and I'll make sure to get it into the embassy. The rest is up to you.
What kind of things should I bring?
You're asking me? She promised that she was sending someone who knew what they were doing. If you actually want to get out alive, I'd bring whatever you need to move quietly and kill quickly.
Alright, here's what I need.
Okay, I'll get this inside the embassy for you. I've got to go. I'll find you at the party. Don't worry.
Alright, now fun fact, pretty sure you can just give him literally everything. Like, there's nothing stopping you from just handing over every single thing you have. But that's not as fun. We are going to actually just give him what we need and nothing else. So, let's do that, I guess. Let's give him my backpack. And this is a little bit of an unfortunate thing about this quest is you do need to hand over your main gear. At the very least, the idea is that you're going to be, like, as soon as you hand the stuff over, you're going to immediately be starting the quest, so it's not as big of a deal. Like, you won't be without it for too long. But it still is a little bit awkward to be getting naked in the middle of the bar and having that be a thing. We'll give you this stuff. I'm also going to give you the charm necklace just in case we end up over capacity while we're there. I doubt we will, because most of the stuff that we're currently carrying won't actually be something that we need. We'll give you these. And maybe a few potions would be good. I don't know if we... You know what? I'll take one potion of... some of these things. Lockpicking potion might be useful. We need water breathing. Not going to use the invisibility. Healing potions would probably be good, but yeah, I'd rather use the weaker healing potions. So we'll take a couple of those. Resist fire, resist magic. Okay, here we go. I'm just going to give you like half of these. And that's about it. Is there anything else we need to give him? Not gonna need to give him any books or keys. I don't think there's any miscellaneous stuff he needs either. Alright. Oh, we're a bit naked. Yeah, just let me slip on some clothes. Just so we're not completely nude. We do not have any shoes though. That's a little unfortunate. Oh well. Don't really need anything else. I guess I'll slip on an amulet of... We'll put on the Galder amulet, actually.
Fletching suits me. It's difficult and sometimes tedious, but a well-made arrow strikes forth like the fury of a god.
I can't actually remember. So you're a mercenary. I believe he's actually Spellsword mercenary. But yeah, I can't remember if there's actually anyone in here that we can't just meet outside. So I think we're fine. I'm being a little sleepy. And you can hear footsteps are... Yeah, this is the barefoot footstep sound when you're not wearing any shoes.
You know you can afford
Come to think of it. Yeah, look at our bare feet. They're... So when you're a cat, it actually kind of just looks like you're wearing socks or... Yeah, you can kind of just barely see the outline of toes. Anyway. Now that we've given away all our stuff, we probably just need to start the quest so that we can get our stuff back sooner.
You're the one who saved the fire festival, I remember.
Uh-huh. I did. No, I don't really like walking barefoot all that much. I do around my house because, like, you know, I'm a fairly clean person. I, like, don't track dirt around everywhere, so I don't mind my foot being completely bare when I'm just, like, at my home. But I do not, under any circumstances, like having my feet bare when I'm outside. Like, I don't like touching pavement with my bare feet. I don't like touching dirt with my bare feet. Hell, I don't even like touching sand with my bare feet. It's all just kinda not my thing. Anyway, let's drop a save and talk to Delphine.
Have you given Malborn the gear you want to smuggle into the embassy?
Yep.
Good. I have your invitation to the party. But the only way you're going to get past the guards is if they really believe you're an invited guest. Which means you need to look the part and not be armed to the teeth. Here, put this on. When you're ready, I'll keep the rest of your gear safe until you get back. You'll only have what Malborn smuggled in for you, plus whatever you can pick up inside. You can't go to a party at the Thalmor embassy dressed like that.
Alright, now I'm gonna head inside here. Also, what the hell do you mean? This outfit would be perfect for the embassy. I'm sorry. Like, I should be able to just wear the Radiant Raiment thing. That'd actually be a cool thing if, like... Because I know there's specifically the party clothes that they want you to wear and the game's programmed to want you to wear, but, like, it'd be cool if the Radiant Raiment clothes which you had to wear for one quest were also programmed to be compatible with a different quest like this one. But whatever, here we go. Let me put these on. Drop a save. Now.
I guess that will have to do. You should pass for a real guest, at least until you open your mouth. Ready to board the carriage to the embassy?
Let's go.
Don't worry, it will all be waiting for you when you get back. Just make sure you get back out of there alive with the information we need. Good luck.
On to the carriage we go. Into the embassy.
Fellow latecomers dwelling in this little soiree. And arriving by carriage, no less. I salute you, my good lady. My lateness is due more to getting lost on the way up this god's-forsaken mountain than to any desire to actually arrive late. I prefer to arrive early, often the day before the party, so as not to miss out on any of the drinking.
Hello, Stargazer. Also, yeah, here's our outfit. Here's the Thalmor soldier. Also... Okay, we didn't actually lose most of our books. Actually, I think we did. I think a lot of these are quest items, so we weren't allowed to lose them. Yeah. Anyway, where is... Or, here it is, dinner invitation. Now, just gonna drop a save, because I'm not actually sure if they care if you've read it, but I just want to read it just to be, like, because we won't be able to see it again after we hand it in. What? No, that is actually a very different thing. That is not at all what this is. Okay, well, we got a new quest, I guess. I'm guessing this is with the Anniversary Edition. Haru, you've been cordially invited to dinner and drinks at Bloodchill Manor. As an honored guest, you are encouraged to come early and mingle with the other attendees. When you are ready to feast, ask the house waiter for a menu and he will let you into the banquet hall. The finest and most delectable dishes will be on display. There will be no need for appetizers. Once everyone is ready and seated, a full course awaits. Come for the dinner, stay for the drinks. Well, that's interesting. I don't know anything about what that quest is going to be, but my prediction, or like one possibility, would be, what if this is like a clue quest, you know, like Cluedo, where you're like in the mansion and it's a dinner party, and then like one of the guests dies and you have to like investigate who was the killer. That'd be kind of fun. Here it is, invitation to Elenwen's reception. Elenwen, first emissary of the Aldmeri Dominion to the Kingdom of Skyrim, requests the pleasure of the company of Haru at a reception on 27th Frostball, 201 at the Ambassador's residence. Regrets only, formal attire requested. Also, just to make sure, 27th Frostball 201. Also, our carry weight is 0. I mean, I guess quest items technically have no weight.
Agree.
But, yep, there it is, 27th Frostfall. Also, one moment, just want to see what my Discord message is. Just a notification. Let me clear that. Oh god, Discord's running so slow right now. There we go. Alright, minimize. Back to the game. Yeah, just notificate. I literally don't know how people can live.
Rest here a moment. Although it's damnably cold out here, I don't look forward to the trip back down.
I'm just gonna walk. Oh no! I'm sorry, Eric, you're not gonna be able to come in with us. Oh! Well then. I don't think you are supposed to be able to come with us, but I mean, am I allowed to bring a +1 to the party? But yeah, seriously, I don't know how people can live with so many Discord notifications. I'm literally just like, if I get one, I have to immediately go and read it. Like, this is how I know when people message me, is I see that notification bubble pop up. So, I don't know how people can live like that. But yeah, I guess, surprise, surprise, Eric was able to just phase through that gate, and we're gonna go on our own. Can I talk to you, by the way?
What are you out here talking to me for? Party's inside.
Nah.
I'll go after you. Although these fellows know me, I never miss one of Elenwen's parties, you see.
Alright, well, let's head further in.
Welcome to the Thalmor Embassy. Your invitation, please.
Here you go.
Thank you, ma'am. Go right in.
Now then, here's my invitation. I don't have a poison dagger strapped to my thigh, etc., etc.
I'm just doing my duty, sir. Everything's in order. Welcome back, sir.
Yes, yes. Now, to find myself a drink.
Alright, into the embassy we go. Also, what time is it? It's 2:30.
The Thalmor Embassy welcomes you.
Alright. Like I mentioned, this is a very interesting, unique quest, and there's nothing else like it in Skyrim.
Welcome. I don't believe we've met. I am Elenwen, the Thalmor ambassador to Skyrim. And you are?
My name is Haru. Pleased to meet you.
Ah, yes. I remember your name from the guest list. Please, tell me more about yourself. What brings you to this... to Skyrim? What is it, Malborn?
It's just that we've run out of the Alto wine. Do I have your permission to uncork the Orinthia Red?
Of course. I've told you before not to bother me with such trifles.
Yes, Madam Ambassador.
My apologies. We'll have to get better acquainted later. Please, enjoy yourself.
So this is Ellen.
grappling with that problem.
These are troubling times indeed.
And here's the party. So this right here is Malborn, the guy that let us in the first place.
The Grey Quarter in Wind
And yeah. Ooh.
It's shameful that the Dark Elves are made to live that way.
Yes, yes.
I'll not argue that. Heard any interesting gossip lately?
Have you visited Rorikstead lately? No matter how harsh the winter, the crops that grow there never falter. Even when every other farm in the hold is barely scraping by, the harvest at Rorikstead is always bountiful. Is it good fortune? The blessings of the divines? Who knows?
So I'm fairly certain some of these lines of dialogue, since I've never heard them before, are actually ones that were added in with the Cutting Room Floor DLC? Not DLC, mod. Which means everything you hear here is actually recorded by the devs at Bethesda. Or the voice actors, I guess.
I look forward to the day when this rebellion
But yeah, this quest is so many different directions it can go. Well, like, it all ends in the same way, but it has a lot of different solutions, a lot of different people you can speak to, so much dialogue, and it's all just in this one little room. And then as soon as you leave this room, you just have your typical dungeon. Like, just explore the dungeon, get to the end, find the loot that you came there for, all that kind of stuff. But this little reception is so dynamic and changes pretty much every single time you play the game, because it's all dependent upon, like, what you've already done in the game. If you've joined the Civil War, and if you've done the Civil War in either direction, you might have some Jarls that were Imperial supporters but got dethroned because you joined the Stormcloaks and liberated a few holds for them. So there will be a few fewer Jarls here.
No matter how harsh the winter, the crops that
Alternatively, if you, on the other hand,
every other farm in the hold is barely scraping by. The harvest at Rorikstead is always bountiful.
on the other hand, if you join on the side of the Imperials and liberate a few holds for the Imperials, then you might have a few more Jarls here. And if any of these characters you've spoken to before coming here, they will all have some degree of being able to help you. So this guy right here, the person we met at the front gate, he's kind of, if you try and think of this as, like, in terms of Fallout New Vegas, he is the safe key. Like, in case you've done literally nothing in the entire game and you just sped run your way up here, he will be, at the very least, one character that can help you. But there's lots of other solutions. But yeah, the reason I brought up New Vegas is, like, he's kind of the yes man option. He's like, you cannot do anything to mess this up. He is to ensure that you can actually progress in the quest no matter what. But let's talk to Malborn.
What can I get for you? You made it in. Good. As soon as you distract the guards, I'll open this door and we can get you on your way. Let's hope we both live through this day.
I couldn't have said it better myself.
I'd like a drink.
Here you go, ma'am. The finest Colovian brandy. Is there anything else I can get for you?
Alright, we got Colovian brandy. Now, this is a quest item for us to give to Razalon, because, so I'm not actually going to do his solution. I'm going to see if I can find someone else to do the distraction for us. Because basically, yeah, we need someone to produce a distraction so we can get behind without being seen.
Of course, you would never admit such a thing.
Razalon is not very social. He's just kind of here for the drinks, and he would happily cause a distraction for us as long as we provide him a drink, because he's kind of been cut off from them. Meanwhile,
I've spent many hours in council meetings.
we have Jarl Igmund, who I can't remember where he's from. Is he Markarth, maybe? He might be from Markarth. Then we have Erker, of course, one of the Thanes over in Solitude. Proventus Havanichi, the steward from Whiterun. We also have a few people that are just servants, Brelis and Ildi. Actually, isn't Ildi... She's from the Bard's College, isn't she? Yeah. Then Ondalamar is presumably someone associated with the Thalmor. So is Ellen Wynn. She's actually the ambassador herself.
I'm so glad you could attend today.
Vittoria Vici, person who's who we've met over in Solitude, cousin of the Emperor. Orthus and Dario, I can't remember who you are.
I've got more important things to do than attend these meaningless parties.
I actually can't remember who he is. There's Jarl Elisith.
Someone I'd like you to meet.
And then, is there anyone else? There's Jarl Ygritte Ravencrone. She's from... She's the Jarl of Morthal.
Back to civilization. Stuck in Windhelm.
And yet there's Seedgear again. Where's Maven?
Get you reassigned to Solitude.
No, Igmund and Seedgear. I don't know. One of those two is Jarl of Markarth. I don't know who the other one is.
I hope they'll serve the roast venison with bitter green sauce that we had at the last party. That was delicious.
Wouldn't be Dawnstar. Oh, Falkreath. Yeah, it'd be Falkreath in Markarth. And then, yeah, Maven, right here. Here's Maven. Now, the question is, so we can talk to everyone and exhaust all their dialogue and see all the cool things they had to say, but I am in the interest of preserving time here and trying to just get through this quest, so I don't know if we'll actually be able to do that because there's so much dialogue here. But all of it is interesting and fascinating and kind of explores the internal politics of Skyrim. So, who should we talk to, though? I guess we'll start with you.
If I had my way, I'd spend all my time at parties like this, and none of it dealing with the common rabble.
Couldn't agree more. By the way, have you heard any interesting rumors lately?
So we could actually recruit his help. I want to recruit the help of someone I actually know, and I actually don't know which hold Seedgear is associated with, so I'm not going to bother asking him. But have you known Eleanor long?
I've known her long enough to appreciate her excellent taste in food and wine, and also long enough to respect her importance to Skyrim. She plays a vital role in rooting out the forbidden worship of Talos. As far as I'm concerned, those Talos worshippers get what they deserve. All they do is cause problems for me and the other Jarls.
Some Jarls resent the Thalmor. How about you?
Yes, I know what you mean. Most Nords struggle to accept change.
And thank you for asking.
Those who fought the Thalmor in the Great War still see an enemy. But that war is over, and a new day has dawned. Besides, the Thalmor reward their friends richly. Anyone who doesn't take advantage of that is a stubborn fool. Until later then, I heard Elenwen say she's going to...
Who
Did
are
you know
you?
Victoria is the Emperor's cousin? Best stay on her good side.
I don't even remember who you are. What brings you to this party?
Ill luck. I'm a busy man and I don't have time for this sort of frivolity. But at the same time, I don't dare refuse an invitation from Elenwen.
You don't look happy to be here.
Is it that obvious? I should take pains to seem more happy. I wouldn't want to upset our host. But the truth of it is, I have a mountain of paperwork back in Windhelm, and it's not getting any smaller. I just hope this party doesn't drag on all night.
That's a bit of a mood. I guess we should talk to you.
Before your whole rotten empire collapses of its own decay. No offense.
None taken. What brings you to this party?
Seems they've been traveling around the whole...
Sure.
There are those in the Empire who would wish to evade their obligations to help root out the Talos heresy.
Doing something like that.
Fortunately, those most opposed to the Emperor's wise policy have now branded themselves traitors as well as heretics. I am here to remind the ruling classes of Skyrim that their loyalty to the Emperor requires cooperation with the Thalmor.
So he's associated with the Inquisitors, I guess. Where's Ellen when I wanted to talk to her?
It's a little better than a slum. It's shameful that the Dark Elves are made to live that way.
I'll not argue that. Heard any interesting gossip lately?
Well, I did see something interesting.
Ellenwyn.
I hope you're enjoying yourself.
Several Khajiit camped outside the walls of Whiterun.
Do you host these parties often?
Quite often, yes. The only thing I enjoy more than luxury is sharing that luxury with those who can appreciate it. But I also enjoy learning the latest gossip and hearing the most intriguing rumors.
I can see you spared no expense.
Of course not. One does not gather the most important men and women of Skyrim and then serve them cheap ale and stale bread.
There are in Skyrim.
This is only a taste of the benefits that accrue to those that align themselves with Thalmor interests.
Trying to scare us into giving them more money and
What does your position as Thalmor ambassador involve?
One of my main duties is to foster a better understanding between the Aldmeri Dominion and the people of Skyrim. I also oversee the activities of the Thalmor Justiciars throughout Skyrim, although this has been most unfortunately disrupted by the war.
Never quite understood exactly what the Justiciars do.
The Thalmor Justiciars are so often misunderstood. Our primary goal is to preserve the peace between the Empire and the Aldmeri Dominion. The worship of the false god Talos contributed to the unfortunate friction that led to the Great War. Following the Great War, the White Gold Concordat set out the terms for peaceful coexistence between the two powers. The Empire and the Dominion agreed that the worship of Talos was a relic of the past and must be eliminated in the interests of peace. But I'm sure you didn't come here for a lecture on high politics.
Alright.
Do enjoy yourself.
And then, of course, Maven.
I don't recall seeing you at one of these before, and I know everyone who's anyone in Skyrim.
Arguably the most powerful woman in all of Skyrim, just right here. What brings you to this party? What's your relationship with the Thalmor?
We have a relationship of mutual respect. I care little about the politics and rivalries between the Thalmor and the Empire. But I do respect power, and the Thalmor have that. They leave me alone, and I leave them alone.
What brings you here?
To maintain relationships. By the way, I don't know who you are, but unless you want me to blow your cover, I'd advise that you avoid me for the rest of the party.
And there we have it. Maven sniffed right through our trickery because we're not actually supposed to be here. Even Ellenwyn herself, the organizer of the party, is not suspicious, but Maven knows something is up.
Until next time.
Let's see, we've got Eriker. So, like, the main people I'm considering to help us out are Eriker.
A man who knows how to make money, war can be a most profitable venture.
Yeah, so we've got Eriker, who's, like, associated with Solitude, and, you know, we're probably on his good side since we did help out Elenwyn a few times, not Elenwyn, Elisif a few times. But he's also kind of an asshole, and the way he does the distraction is like mess with the maid, and I don't want him messing with the maid. So who else should we talk to? I'm thinking Elisif might be a good one, because I think she's all in it for the fun, and I think she deserves that. Then there's Avenici, who I don't think I want to recruit him for it. And then Jarl Egrid. She's pretty based. She's got some good political ideas, but yeah, let's talk to... Like I said, I don't want to talk to every single person here, so let's just... I'm gonna go with Elisif, I think.
Isn't this something? Elenwyn really knows how to host a party.
Oh, she's so naive. I need your help with something.
I'm always glad to help a friend if I can. What do you need?
I need you to cause a scene, get everyone's attention for a few minutes.
Oh, perhaps not then. I don't think the Jarl of Solitude should be participating in a childish prank.
You'd be doing me a big favor.
Oh, all right. If it's so important to you, I suppose I can help.
Alright, here we go. Let me drop the save too. What are you doing? Oh yeah, she's gonna poke fun at Razlan.
What? Do you know who I am? I should have you taken up and flogged.
What? Let's go. Of course, let's go. Before anyone notices us.
Your behavior.
I don't remember even
You behave
saying
like
that.
you're carousing in a house of ill repute, not the residence of the Thalmor ambassador.
Well, there we are.
So far, so good. Let's hope nobody saw us slip out. We need to pass through the kitchen. Your gear is hidden in the larder. Just stay close and let me do any talking. Got it? Follow me.
Who comes, Malburn? You know I don't like strange smells in my kitchen.
A guest feeling ill. Leave the poor wretch be.
A guest? In the kitchens? You know this is against the rules.
Rules, is it, Savani? I didn't realize that eating moon sugar was permitted.
I'm sure.
Perhaps I should ask the ambassador.
Get out of here. I saw nothing.
That is absolutely Your gear is in that chest. I'll lock the door behind you. Don't screw this up. Come on.
Alright, let's take this, put all those on, and nothing for me to equip, right? We got these, and take the rest.
Someone misses me at the party, we're both dead.
Here we go.
Good luck. See those robes? You're on your own this morning.
Who are they with?
So, now, obviously at this point the game wants us to be stealthy, and that is probably the best way to do this. However, if we leave no one alive, no one can report that we were here to the Thalmor in the first place. So, and we're also not exactly a stealth character. I'm gonna try a little bit and sneak around, which does mean I'm gonna have to try to not use candlelight, which does mean I'm not gonna be able to see unless I close this curtain even further. Oh, that's a lot better. So let's go with that, and I'm gonna keep stone flesh. Let me just pass them. Oh, well, that we're not a stealthy character. This is fine. I hope no one at the party can hear this. Hang on. Stop it. That's cheap. That's cheap. Stop it. Oh, Jesus, I'm actually close to death. Hang on. And let's recast Stoneflesh. Alright. Die. Eat my fist. Stealth. No one saw a thing. Alright. So, let's search their bodies. And, I mean, elven armor is valuable. This is gonna be good money. And then, of course, just search every little thing, because there might just be... Someone's detecting me. I think that's the kitchen person over there. Might as well stay in sneak mode, because this way we'll at least, like, level up our sneak a little bit. Not that it's a skill that we particularly need. I love how no one in the party heard that. Thank you for the follow, Legend Master, and hello, Rose. It's good to see you here. Okay, so over there's the stuff that we actually need to go, which means investigate the upstairs first. Yeah, this area is a lot better if you're an actual stealthy character. You did! It's good to see you here. Got garlic and things in the cupboard. Ooh, glass and straw. Those will be useful someday. You know what? Actually, it's been a while since I've seen my daughter, and I do like the girl's great dress, so I'm gonna give that to her next time I see her. I really should marry someone. Or get a steward, because I'm not comfortable with her just living at home on her own. Well, she's got Miko to look after her. Pretty sure our commotion drew whoever was upstairs down. I believe the last time I did this quest, I actually was a stealthy character. Don't really need plentiful healing anymore. Yeah, I was an actual stealthy character. And it was pretty badass to kind of sneak through here and just slit the throats of every person that walked by. But we're going for option B for stealth, which is kill everyone. Alrighty. But we are gonna loot the place too, because it's the embassy. There's gotta be some good loot here. Here we go, we're starting to get detected again. But it's not gonna be anyone who's hostile to us. Spooky music. That'll take the strength potion. And we've got... None of these are filled. still not filled. Okay. I think that is good. So now it's time for us to move into the next section. It will be nice if we can get like maybe one level of stealth out of this. I want to think of it. What is our current stealth level? Sneak is 33. Not that great, especially not when we're wearing heavy armor. Alright, out we go. Now come to think of it, where is Eric? He wasn't able to go inside the embassy itself with us, but he was able to merge through the wall. So that's gotta count for something, right? Alright. Use my thingy. You're dead. Who is doing that? That hurts, actually, a lot. Hang on. Healing. This would actually not be a bad place to do werewolf mode. Automod. How dare you, Automod. Alright, Wizard. They're using like actual Thunderbolt. Or is that what it's called? It's like the advanced level spell. Come on. I need the potion at this point. You know what? Actually, resist shock wouldn't be terrible right now. I'm gonna drink that, and also some plentiful healing. Down you go. Okay, these people are just all the way over there. But if there's no one that can get to me, I'm just gonna start. It's Maru! We found Maru! I will take that. That is so dumb. I use the lo-fi Twitch channel, not Twitch, the lo-fi YouTube channel for like my what do you call it, like a lot of my Haru and Chill streams. It's so dumb that they would mute that. I believe Eric is killing these people. And there's Elven gear. Love Elven armor. Ooh, potion of prolonged invisibility. Alright, is there anyone else? We've already looted you. I think there was someone around here. Oh, thank you for reminding me, Nightbot. I have to find who my next VTuber of the week is gonna be. I usually like to reach out about that on Friday, and it's now Sunday. Yeah, so this mod, I have a mod, and let me see if I can find it for you. But this mod is the extended OST mod. It just adds, yeah, there we go, the fantasy soundtrack project, and it adds a whole bunch of new music to the game, because after thousands of hours of gameplay, the original music does kind of get a little old, as much as it's still great. So I'm doing this so that I can, like, yeah, it's like, it adds some new music. Some of it isn't super fitting, but for the most part it is... I like a lot of the new songs, and it doesn't replace any of the old stuff either. Like, it's still good. Out of curiosity, I did not gain any sneak progress at all there. I'm just too not stealthy. Alright, into Ellenwood Solar we go. Probably gonna immediately get detected.
I have my own spaces in silence. Do not pursue us. But you know, we have other informants who are less but no one else is what you seek out. Make him happen. He's talked, hasn't he? He knows what he told me himself. You'll get the rest of your time when you confirm his story, as agreed. So he has talked. I knew it. Everyone talks.
What was that?
In the end. Now, I have work to do. Leave me to it if ever you want to see the rest. Your payment. Can I could help you. He talked to me.
Took a bit longer than I expected before it got discovered. This is fine. And no, I will not show you mercy. Alright. Die, die, die. Stop it. Stop it. Oh my god. Buddy. Are we safe? Apparently it's still not. There's someone over there. There's restoration. It is very slow to increase at this point. Whoever's detecting me doesn't seem to care. Potion of Haggling might be nice. Glow dust. I don't suppose there's any... Ooh, void salts. Yeah, I don't suppose there's any fire salts. So those would be great to have. That is very fair, Rose. I'm about the same. And he's got some good stuff on him. Ring of Minor Destruction, that's some good selling. But most importantly, Elven Light Armor. So valuable. Oh. Someone's doing something. No! Fuck, I forgot to ask for lockpicks. No!
Do your no more.
That's so frustrating. That's so frustrating. I want that. Why did I not remember to take lockpicks with me? I'm strongly considering cheating. I know I should probably live with the consequences of my own actions. And just know that, hey, I struggled with the lockpicks, but, well, like, I failed to remember to take lockpicks with me. So I shouldn't be able to unlock that. However, I could use console commands to give myself a few. Just in theory. I'm strongly debating whether I should or not. Because I want to live with the consequences of my actions, but I also want what's in here. Moral dilemma. I'll give it a think about it while we're still exploring the rest of this area. And who knows, we might find some lockpicks lying around. Probably not, but it's worth a look. So yeah, what have we got, like... here we go. We got the investigation. So investigation notes. Dragon investigation, current status. First emissary Ellenwyn. We anticipate a breakthrough in our efforts to uncover the party or power behind the dragon resurrection phenomenon. An informant has identified a possible lead whom we have brought back to the embassy for a full interrogation. The subject is obstinate, but by all indications is holding back the information we seek. I have authorized intermediate manual uncoiling. I do not expect more will be necessary, unless you feel time presses. I know you prefer to be present for the final questioning. I will inform you immediately when the subject is fully receptive. 2 days should tell the tale. In the meantime, if you wish to audit our technique, your expertise is welcome as always. I have placed the prisoner in the cell closest to your office stairs for your convenience. Ruladil, 3rd Emissary. That's a mood rose. Now we got Thalmor dossiers. Thalmor dossier, Delphine. Delphine is active. Capture or kill, high priority, emissary level approval. Mirai, the girl with the dragon heart. I have not heard of that one. Description, female, Breton, mid-50s. Background, Delphine was a high priority target during the First War for both operational and political reasons. She was directly involved in several of the most damaging operations carried out by the Blades within the Dominion. She has been identified and was slated for the initial purge, but by bad luck was recalled to Cyrodiil just before the outbreak of hostilities. During the war, she evaded 3 attempts on her life, in one case killing an entire assassination team. Since then, we have only indirect evidence of her movements as she has proven extremely alert to our surveillance. She should be considered very dangerous, and no move against her should be made without overwhelming force and the most careful preparation. Operational notes. She is believed to still be working actively against us within Skyrim, although we have no location on her. Assumed to be working alone, as no other Blades are known to be active in Skyrim, and she has in the past avoided contact with other fugitive Blades for her own security. One of the reasons she has so far evaded elimination. Her continued existence is an affront to all of us. Any information on her whereabouts or activities should be immediately forwarded to the 3rd Emissary. That's cool, Rose. I mean, same deal with me as with you before. I will need to be reminded of this later. And I mentioned at the start of the stream, last stream, I remember talking about like some quality of life mod that I wanted, but I didn't remember to look for that mod after the stream, and now I can't even remember what the mod even was. So I'm hoping I can maybe jog my memory on whatever that was so I can remember to download it, but if I can't remember what it was, it's probably not important. So yeah, Delphine, kind of dangerous. The Thalmor want to send everyone they possibly can after her, because she's a bit dangerous to them. Her entire existence is an affront to them. I could do that, but the problem with that is I would have to listen to my own voice. Thalmor dossier. I'd also have to remember when exactly I talked about wanting the mod, and I can't really remember. Belle Delphine? I don't even know who that is. Yeah, that is a mood. Now, as for Ulfric, status, he's an asset, although uncooperative, dormant, emissary level approval. Description: Jarl of Windhelm, leader of Stormcloak Rebellion, Imperial Legion veteran. Background: Ulfric first came to our attention during the First War against the Empire, when he was taken as a prisoner of war during the campaign for the White Gold Tower. Under interrogation, we learned of his potential value, son of the Jarl of Windhelm, and he was assigned as an asset to the interrogator, who is now First Emissary Elenwen. He was made to believe information obtained during his interrogation was crucial in the capture of the Imperial City. The city had in fact fallen before he had broken, and then allowed to escape. After the war, contact was established and he has proven his worth as an asset. The so-called Markarth incident was particularly valuable from the point of view of our strategic goals in Skyrim, although it resulted in Ulfric becoming generally uncooperative to direct contact. Operational notes: direct contact remains a possibility under extreme circumstances, but in general the asset should be considered dormant. As long as the Civil War proceeds in its current indecisive fashion, we should remain hands-off. The incident at Helgen is an example where an exception had to be made. Obviously, Ulfric's death would have dramatically increased the chances of an Imperial victory, and thus harmed our overall position in Skyrim. Note: the coincidental intervention of the dragon at Helgen is still under scrutiny. The obvious conclusion is that whoever is behind the dragons also had an interest in the continuation of the war, but we should not assume, therefore, that their goals align with our own. The Stormcloak victory is also to be avoided, however, so even indirect aid to the Stormcloaks must be carefully managed. This book right here is so important to the story and the plot of what exactly is going on with the Civil War and everything. That book. So, like, it provides very crucial information that is kind of easy to miss, because even though it's a quest item that the game specifically tells you to get, you yourself even though it's a quest item that the game tells you to pick up, it's all on you to bother to read it. Because a lot of people, when playing this game, will just grab it and run, because they're just in the middle of the dungeon and they just, like, you know, they don't even need to read the thing to, like, move forward with the quest. But this tells you, even long before the Civil War, the Thalmor had interacted with Ulfric and understood that he would be valuable to them. And they kind of implanted ideas in his head based on, like, by telling him that, hey, you spilling your secrets helped us take the White Gold Tower, even though it actually didn't. Bellyache's dragon species. I'm not actually sure what that could be referring to. So the Thalmor, from the very beginning, had a vague idea. They didn't know exactly what it would lead to, but they did know that Ulfric would be some asset to them. Because even after the war, they need people that are gonna be disillusioned to the Empire. And while they, I don't think they've specifically orchestrated the Civil War itself. Like, I don't think they would. Like, they might have predicted that it's a possibility, but I don't think that they entirely banked on everything leading to the Civil War. They do see it as a happy circumstance for them because they benefit from it. The Civil War weakens the Empire, and specifically in that dossier, they say, hey, we can't let the Empire win because that strengthens their hold in Skyrim, and therefore our hold is weakened. But we can't let the Stormcloaks win because that would also hurt us. So what we have to do is kind of maintain balance and make this war go on for as long as possible because we do benefit from that. Fascinating stuff. Fascinating politics, all in that one little tiny book. Ooh. I think I might want that mod, the one that makes things chokers. I don't normally heavily mod this game. Most of the mods I get is just like quality of life stuff, but I might be interested in that one. So what the hell is this? It's like a little banner? Frankly, what I kind of want is just more mods for, like, just trans stuff. I have literally no idea what they could do. So I know that I heard there's one mod. If you... Oh, right, wait, hang on. No, we want to go back. Never mind. Go back. I heard that there's one mod, the Interesting NPCs mod, that adds a character who is trans and asks you to get a spell for them. I can't remember if they're a trans woman or a trans man. They ask for you to find a spell for them that can change their gender. And then the player can even use that spell for themselves once they get it. Anyway, I'm just gonna live with the consequences. I failed to remember to get that stuff, so I'm just gonna live with the consequences. Mostly because I don't feel like tabbing over to search for the console commands for adding lockpicks. So yeah, the Interesting NPCs. Honestly, it's pretty base as fuck because, like, it's a mod that I heard about a long time ago, and like a lot of people in the modding community were like into that mod. I mean, if you look up the console command for me to get lockpicks, I will do it, Rose. But yeah, it was just a little fun thing for me to learn because Interesting NPCs is a mod that I've heard a lot of people talk about. Alright, player.add item. Alright, let's quick save. Player.add item. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8? How many do I want? Let's do 15. There we go. Thank you. But yeah, just seeing like such a highly regarded mod and hear that it's pro-trans is like ayo, because like that's one thing that I'm always nervous about. And thank you for the hydrate and the stretch. That's the thing that I'm always nervous about when there's a game that I like. Yeah, my lockpicking level just went up to, or it's almost to, 69. There we go. And I don't care about the daggers. Yeah, like, I'm always nervous when there's a game that I like. I'm very wary about how pro-trans the community around that game is going to be, because if they're super transphobic, I'm probably not going to touch the community and just kind of enjoy the game on my own. But if the community behind that game is pro-trans, I call that a super win. Anyway, we want to talk to this person soon, but first I just want to kind of take a look around here. Because, yeah, like, one thing I'm a little wary about is, so I want to get back into ESO, but the problem with ESO is, at least from what I've heard, some people seem to say that that game community was a bit transphobic to them, so I'm not sure how much I want to engage with that. And then on the other hand, Tlapo is another community that, like, I have personal experience with someone being transphobic to me, where they, like, I came across them and, like, they were nice and friendly, and I was like, hey, I'm actually streaming this game right now, and they're like, ooh, what's your Twitch? And I told them my Twitch, and they're like, oh, they saw my tags, and they're like, oh, you're non-binary? Ew, and ran away. And that was a little bit upsetting. So, anyway, let's continue. Thalmor dossier Esbern. Status: fugitive. Capture only. Highest priority, emissary level approval. Description: male, Nord, late 70s. Background: Esbern was one of the Blade's lore masters prior to the first war against the Empire. He was not a field agent, but is now believed to have been behind some of the most damaging operations carried out by the Blades during the pre-war years, including the Falinesti incident and the breach of the Blue River prison. His file has remained dormant for many years, an inexcusable error on the part of my predecessor, who has been recalled to Alinor for punishment and re-education, in the erroneous belief that he was unlikely to pose a threat due to his advanced age and lack of field experience. A salutary reminder to all operational levels that no Blades agent should be considered low priority for any reason. All are to be found in justice exacted upon them. Operational notes. As we are still in the dark as to the cause and meaning of the return of the dragons, I have made capturing Esbern our top priority, as he is known to be one of the experts in the dragon lore of the Blades. Regrettably, we have yet to match their expertise on the subject of dragons, which was derived from their Akaviri origins, and is still far superior to our own, which remains largely theoretical. The archives of Cloud Ruler Temple, which is believed to have been the primary repository of the oldest Blades lore, were largely destroyed during the siege, and although great efforts have been made to the reconstruction what was lost, it now appears that most of the records related to the dragons were either removed or destroyed prior to our attack. Thus, Esbern remains our best opportunity to learn how and why the dragons have returned. It cannot be ruled out that the Blades themselves are somehow connected to the dragon's return. We've recently obtained solid information that Esbern is still alive and hiding somewhere in Skyrim, hiding somewhere in Riften. Interrogation of a possible eyewitness is ongoing. We must proceed carefully to avoid Esbern becoming alerted to his danger. If he is indeed in Riften, he must not be given an opportunity to flee. Oh, hello? Got something to say to me?
Listen up, spy. You're trapped in here, and we have your accomplice. Surrender immediately, or you both die.
What if?
Silence.
Never should have come
dead.
Don't kill him. Don't kill him. Lay your hands off of him. Okay, good. He's not dead. Now let me take that stuff and this stuff. Alright, Malborn.
Now the Thalmor will be hunting me for the rest of my life.
Save. Now let's talk to our buddy here. Hello.
I told you. I don't know anything else about it.
I'm not here to torture you.
What? What do you want then?
No time to explain. Let's get out of here.
Yeah, sure. Okay. Come on, this way. I've seen the guards use it to get rid of bodies. It must lead somewhere.
Sounds good. I'll follow you.
Whatever you want. But let's go, now.
So I believe he's either currently a member of the Thieves Guild or he will join the Thieves Guild later, but he is associated with them. Hello, Iowa. Alright, let's head down in the reeking cave. I wonder what's causing it to reek. Wonder. Couldn't possibly be the corpses of whatever this frost troll is munching on. You're silly. I was silly. Alright, frost troll, let me punch you. Come here, you coward. Malborn, you useless piece of shit. I was hoping I could keep him alive, but the dude apparently had a death wish. I thought I could get in there and draw the fire of the frost troll and keep him alive, but I guess he just really didn't want to have to survive and be hunted by the Thalmor for the rest of his life. So he would much rather just die. That's a bit of a shame, but well. He wasn't particularly nice anyway. Like, he did criticize us when we first met him, like, really? You're who she picked? It's like, buddy, fuck off. I'm literally the only person for the job. So where'd that other person run off to? Up there? Or down there? There he is. You. No.
You didn't have to help me, so thanks.
There we go.
You didn't have to help me, so thanks.
What is that? There's a house over there. And a standing stone. I can't remember what the standing stone is either. I mean, might as well investigate them. But anyway, now that's done. We've got a few things to do. We want to go up to Winterhold, and we also want to go back to Riverwood. And I think I want to do this journey on foot. I don't really want to fast travel. Like, part of me kind of wants to fast travel back to Riverwood because it's a little ways away and we've already done this journey before. But part of me is like, you know, since our next destination is Winterhold anyway, and there's like 2 different ways we could go about getting to Winterhold. We could either go the northern route, which is basically from Solitude to Dawnstar to Winterhold, or we could go the southern route, which is along the main road from Solitude to Whiterun to Winterhold from there, and like cutting up through this mountain pass right around here. And I know there's a few things around here that we need to collect. Like there's something in Shrouded Grove and something in Forsaken Cave. So I think that's the plan, is because we're already going to be heading south anyway to collect our equipment from Delphine, I think we head south, do that, then head up north to Winterhold. That is the plan, and hopefully we can do that all within this stream. Now as for over here, we've got, yeah, whatever this is. Not sure what it is. Might have been added with one of the expansion stuff. Well, someone's hostile. Oh, I think I vaguely remember what this is. This is like a house that bandits have taken up. Ironback hideout, yep.
You're nothing. You'll need to do better than that.
Hang on. Can I get him off this cliff? Okay, I did get him off the cliff, but it wasn't high enough of a drop to kill him. He's being kind of annoying with his blocking. And down he goes. Okay, now he actually has ebony plate stuff. Well, we won't have any of that on us, because... Oh yeah, we do. Yeah, we've got armor and boots. So the only thing that's not ebony plate is our helmet and gauntlets. Oh yeah, look at that stuff. That's pretty valuable. Come to think of it, where's Eric? Because Eric, ooh, found a cellar. Because Eric like, snuck his way into the Thalmor embassy with us, but he wasn't actually allowed inside because the game, like, literally wouldn't let him through the load zone. Even though he was able to squeeze his way through, like, the locked gate. Is that him I hear? There he is! Eric! I was worried about you. Alright, now watch this. Alright. We don't have the key. I guess let's read this letter. Ah, this gives us a quest. To whomever finds this letter, hear my story. My name is Kragash. I have been a hunter in these parts for the last 6 years. Once a week, I travel to Solitude to sell meat and skins. On one such trip, I spotted a collapsed figure by the roadside, slumped up against the log. I quickly realized that this was Anthirus, a kind soul I would trade and travel with each winter. His skin was white as a sheet. His sunken face and bite marks on his neck and arms made it clear that this was the work of vampires. Anthirus never deserved such a fate. I carried him to Solitude to raise the city guard. When I arrived, they acted with indifference, as cold as the corpse I laid before them. They had seen this before, they said. They offered to bury him, but their interest in the matter ended there. It was then I decided that, at night, I would begin to hunt more dangerous game. I have slain over a dozen of the fanged wretches in the month since. In fact, I'd become quite proficient at the task. Until one night, I found a lone vampire prowling in the woods. He stopped to rest, seemingly unable to catch his breath. Whether it was from thirst or exhaustion, I couldn't be sure. Still, such monsters deserve no pity, so I hid in the brush nearby, drew my crossbow, and lined up the killing shot. Suddenly, 2 of the devils pounced from both sides, clawing and biting. I had been led into a trap. I managed to escape, but my wounds were grave. Worse, I knew from the burning in my veins that I now had the illness that would soon consume me, turn me into one of them. So now, on what should be my final day as a mortal, I penned this letter and walked to my favorite overlook, south of the Thalmor embassy, to watch the morning sunrise one last time. I now pass the torch to you, dear reader. Seek out my remains. Among my effects you should find a key. Open my cellar and take up arms I have stored there. Use them to keep travelers safe from the vampire menaces as I once did. Aha, so we found a little bit of a thing. We found a vampire hunter who dedicated his life to hunting vampires, and then he got bit and turned, and so he basically was like, you know what, everyone, anyone reading this, here is instructions for what you should do. So we need to find his remains somewhere.
I hate bandits and thieves. Men like these raid our town every year.
I'm curious though, so Night Hunter, where's that telling me? It's actually very close by. Okay. We might do that. I know it'll stall us getting to Whiterun. Or not Whiterun, Winterhold. But I'm down. I do also want to get this standing stone though. What's the best way to do that? Sometimes there's a road that'll lead there. Sometimes you kind of have to just parkour your way around. Standing stone is like right up there, probably over here. I'm not really sure where the road is that would lead to it, so I'm just gonna kinda try and traverse Oh, there it is. It is literally just up that ledge. Got over here. Come on. Get up. Get up. It's right there. Just climb. What about over here? We are very dangerously hanging off the cliff here. Come on, just get up. Just climb. It's not that high of a ledge. Find a way. Also, what is this? Someone's fort. I don't really care about the fort. I just want a standing stone. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Just get up. Get up. A little bit further. A little bit further. If we can get to like this ledge here, we should be in good shape. Good shape, I mean. Yes. All right. Now maybe this way. Yep, Skyriming our way up here. There we go. I also love how language works. Like, things that 20 years ago would have meant literally nothing. Like, if you told someone you were gonna Google something, they'd be like, what the fuck? Is that some kind of weird sex thing or something? But now these days it's like, I'm gonna Google something. It's like, oh yeah, cool, go Google it. And they know exactly what you're talking about. Here we go. And yeah, the same deal with Skyriming. Like, 20 years ago, if you said you were gonna Skyrim your way up a mountain, it'd be like, huh? You're speaking gibberish, buddy. And what stone is this? The Steed Stone. I cannot remember what that one does. I believe it's just carry weight, right? Yeah, more carry weight, no movement penalty from armor. Not particularly interested, but now that we have it. So now, I guess we'll just head towards this quest. You know what, let's stick along the road. Or if there even is a road, there's not really a road. Yeah, it's got a few neat effects, but most of them are just like quality of life. And right now, what I'm mostly interested in... Ooh, oh, that's just Quicksilver. I was hoping for iron. Yeah. The thing is, though, like, one of the perks I'm going to be getting at some point is also going to make my equipped armor weightless. And then there's also, yeah, I don't know. Like, half of those things I can just get from the, heavy armor skill tree. And then the extra carry weight, I don't really need to worry too much about because I have, like, plenty of carry weight enchantments on all my armor and stuff. So, it's nice to have, but I don't really need it. I do kind of need to make a decision, though, at some point, what my late game build is going to be for the Standing Stones. Because right now I have the Warrior Stone, since a lot of my skills are based on the Warrior tree. But I don't really know what, like, once my skills are kind of maxed out, I won't need the warrior stone anymore. Here we go. Found you, buddy. Add some dwarven oil and crossbow. Take these things though. And might as well take a quick silver cube. And there's the embassy right there. So. Oh yeah, so he came to his favorite overlook to watch the sunrise when he knew he was becoming a vampire. And by the way, what an overlook he chose. And just look at that. And then the sun rose, and he burnt to a crisp because he refused to be a vampire. That's the way to go. Anyway. So, yeah. Yeah, so the two best late game stones are probably gonna be the Lord Stone, which gives us bonus resistances and protection, and the Atronach Stone, which gives us bonus magic, and it also just gives us like the magic absorb. And the magic absorb is the most important thing, because like a 50% chance that anytime we get hit with any magic spell, that it does nothing to us and we just absorb the magic. That's fucking great. The problem is, I think it's a little bit bugged. Because sometimes with quests, or not quests, sometimes with spells, it's like you cast them on yourself, and that will trigger on those too. So you will accidentally just absorb like your own whatever spell. So like the ones that I don't remember if it does it for the alteration spells. But yeah, if I am gonna do that, no, I don't want the elven crossbow. Go away. Yeah, if I am gonna get that stone, I'll probably want to
Don't get too far ahead.
Install a mod that fixes that. Because like it kind of makes sense that that would be a thing. Ooh. Now I'm not going to be able to use any of these because I have to be fists only, but I mean, they weigh nothing. Like, yeah, there are some exploits and stuff, right? Because there's also the perk where it's, spells are 50% more effective against undead, but that also works on yourself when you're a vampire, and so some people will just take that perk to make themselves really overpowered by casting like healing spells that are more effective and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm not really sure. I also don't know what that enchantment is. Absorb stamina. Don't know if we have that. But yeah, like there's some exploits like that, and I guess it makes sense that might be why that perk does that, but still. Just take all that stuff, try to disenchant. Anything I can't disenchant, I will simply sell. So, we're going to first head to Solitude, because that's the closest thing to where we are. And unfortunately, we don't have our gear for being good at selling and buying. So what we're gonna do instead is just kind of accept that, you know? But anyway, we're about to begin our journey to Winterhold, which means we are going to say one last goodbye to Solitude. For now. We will be back. The main quest will take us back here, but for now, this will be the last we see of the place. And it is really such a pretty city. Like, the last few streams where we've spent in this region and just being around Solitude, it's kind of really grown on me. I still don't think it's my favorite location in all of Skyrim. I do think there are prettier parts of the world to live, but it does have something. Like, that little bit of uniqueness that's just like, it really does kind of feel like a capital, you know? CB. Bit tired and sleepy. So yeah, before we do any buying and selling, I want to disenchant. And then I also want to check... Like, might as well take a stop by the Temple of Divines just to get the Blessing of Zenithar, because even though we don't have all our gear for buying and selling, we can at least a little bit max it out. I too would be unstoppable if not for the tired and sleepy. Also, hello!
Mind yourself in my city, lass. This here axe in full swing is a right terrible sight.
You have a quest. When's your next execution?
Ain't got one, but I'd fancy a chance at that Jari Ra's scrawny neck. Filthy Argonia never would have set foot in this city if High King Torrig was still alive. I can tell you that.
I already killed him.
Good lass.
No. You're supposed to say good girl. Jesus. Straights, man. I don't get the cisheads. You're the one who executed that man.
Aye, I'm the headsman here in Solitude. It's my job.
Do they keep you busy?
Depends on what you mean by busy. I'm also the head jailer in the dungeon here. Quiet job, usually. Keep your head about you.
I could have sworn he gives you like a quest to kill a bandit leader or something, but maybe I was wrong. Yeah, like, here's how that conversation should have gone. He should have gone, oh, I hate that Jari Ra person. He's an evil criminal that I want to take my axe to, but unfortunately, law and yada yada. I'm like, oh, don't worry, I already killed him in the Marauders, and he's like, good girl. And then I make gay sounds. That's how that's supposed to go. Arcane Enchanter. Aha, we can get the Reaping Enchantment. We don't have any soul gems. No, we don't. Well.
It's so good to take a look.
I don't suppose I have anything to sell to you. I actually do. Start with that.
Take care of yourself, and always remember, the world is ripe with people looking to spill your blood.
True. Being a trans person be like. Alright, now let's talk to... We're gonna have a little chat with Zenithar. He's gonna give us his blessing. And then... it will be time for a journey. Into the Temple of Divines.
Blessings of the Eight Divines upon you. How may I help?
So where is Zenithar? Here he is.
Blessings to you. The Divines are listening.
Now here's a woman I'm glad to see.
You look troubled. Have you come see?
Good stuff. Anyway. I definitely shouldn't have been running in front of those archers. That is bad safety practice. I also want to give... what's his face a gold coin real quick. Buddy, you
Divines.
have a coin.
Oh, thank you. Divines bless your kind.
Now, let's get to our selling.
Heard they're reforming the Dawn Guard. Vampire archers or something in the old fort near Riften.
Seems they're the finest weapons and armor.
Mood! That is such a mood, Rose. Let's see. Alright, I've got a bunch of elven armor for you. Do not ask where it came from. Cool. And I guess I can sell you some arrows too. Like these, I 100% will not be needing.
Return anytime you need arms or armor.
My forge never rests.
Got something for just about everybody in here. Give a holler if you have any questions. Yes? Take a look.
Now... question is, do I keep these so I can enchant them? Or do I just sell them? I think I'll sell. And might as well drop like a couple garnets on you. There we go.
Come back to bits and pieces anytime.
Because, like, the thing with the keeping any jewelry I have on me for enchanting, the problem with that is it's all dependent on the abundance of soul gems. And they are not super abundant. Where are you? There you are.
Oh, let's see if we can't find an outfit that suits you.
So maybe someday, but for now, I'll just do that. I think we're now ready for our journey. So we're gonna first head all the way down to Riverwood so that we can pick up our stuff and talk to Delphine. And then head up to Winterhold. But first, before you all do that, first thing you always do before you go on a long journey is use the toilet. So I'll be back and run a little ad for all of you. Alrighty, I am back. And let's begin our journey. And I have a trek clear across Skyrim. Which makes me wonder, should I buy a horse? Would it be worth for me to buy a horse just to make this journey a little bit faster? Maybe. Like, the problem with that is, there's lots of random encounters that you run into along the road, and the horse will run away, and you always have to, like, get off the horse to do the random encounter, and then you have to, like, chase after it when it runs away. But that will make the journey a little bit faster, and I mean, what better place to get a horse than the capital of Skyrim? So do you sell them?
Always use help picking.
No, you don't.
If you need a few extra coins.
Who sells the horses? Is it you?
You probably want someone else. I'm just the stable boy.
And is it you?
Is this about the stables? My husband Gaiman.
Got business at the stables?
Ooh, wild horse map? What? Oh, there's a lot of good stuff here. First, how long have you been stable master?
Been about 8 years now. I used to be a mercenary, but one trip to Ravenscar Hollow assured me of that. There's hag ravens in that cave with talons like daggers. They'll open your bowels quick as you wink if you let them get close. A creature like that'll make a man think long and hard about what he wants out of life.
Okay, I just wanted to know how long you've been a stable master. I didn't want to have you trauma dump on me. Well, let's start with horse map.
Of course.
I have no idea what this is. I never knew this was a thing. So wild horse stuff. First, wild horse notes. So there's a spotted gray near Markarth, north of Salvius Farm. A dapple brown near Solitude across the river from Cutlass Farm near Dragon Mound. Ooh. That's pretty close by, isn't it? Can't remember where Cutlass Farm is. We are near Solitude. Then there's a chestnut east of Helgen. A red one west of Whiterun. Spotted white lower Eastmarch. Eastmarch. No, wait, Eastmarch? Is that? I think Eastmarch is the place. Anyway, yeah, the name of the hold for Windhelm. Anyway, Pale Mare east of Windhelm, or no. No, never mind. Eastmarch is Markarth. Shorestone. Wait, what? Shorestone. Isn't Shorestone in the Reach? Am I making that up? Anyway, then there's a Pale Mare east of Windhelm, a Black west of Falkreath, and if I had the coin, I'd hire a wizard to use Detect Life and help me find these horses. Is there another one? No. Hang on. Quests. Close. Quests. Oh, here we go. You know what? Let's just set these all as active. I don't suppose it'll give me quest markers. No, of course not. I mean, might as well set them all as active. Why not? And yeah, as they said, it'd probably be best to use Detect Life. Well, I think we can do the one across the river from Cutlass Farm, so that's very close by. I'm not sure what they mean by taming. Oh, wait a minute.
Work hard for the future and leave the past be.
Nah.
That's my motto.
I take care of the horses and the goats and the chickens.
Yeah, so across the river is gonna be the horse. We are looking for a dapple brown. So... oh right, down here is the mill too. I forgot about this place. Yeah, just lumber mill. Not much to do here though. So, across the river is going to be our horse. And I do not have Detect Life. I don't think I do. If I did, it'd be an illusion. I don't. Do I have the shout for it though? No. I'm just gonna have to try and see their eyes. Where the horseman? Oh, slaughterfish. Yeah, it's supposed to be around here. Hang on, hang on. Let me kill you. It's okay. Come here. Come here. Come here. Me just punching fish. Good lord. Yeah, eyes be not good. And if I had to guess, the game isn't gonna make it too easy to find the horse either. It's probably gonna blend in with the area. So, across the river, like how far across the river are we? Here's Eric. And hopefully it's not going to be run off by the sound of my footsteps, is the other thing. Well, there's a spider. Hear a plant? I do not. My ears are not very good. I definitely bought the map. It gave me horse notes, and then there was another thing it also gave me. But I'm not seeing it. There's the anonymous letter. someone's note. The bounty. The dinner invitation, dragon investigation. Someone's letter to me. Invitation, someone's journal. Someone's letter. Like, I definitely saw there were like 2 things that got added. But I only see the 1 item. Unless, oh, is it miscellaneous maybe? Here we go. Yeah, that's not gonna be super helpful. Like, there's the one, and we're kind of just searching in that general area. It's somewhere around here between us and Morthal. That's all we know. Yeah, so maybe like closer to the stone will be where we found it. And you said top of the hill? Like around here? I don't hear anything other than the music and the ambiance. Oh, we got a texture glitch. We're seeing through this rock. This rock doesn't actually exist. It is simply a figment of your imagination. So yeah, the horse is gonna be... Really not sure. Also not entirely, like, presumably we're just looking for a horse, right? Oh, I hear a dragon. Also maybe try and listen, because I know horses make sound too. Oh, there's... Is this the dragon? Yep, dragon. Maybe that'll draw the horse out. Like, I'm also not entirely sure what about the horse's behavior. Because if the horse behaves just like normal Skyrim, then the horse is just gonna kind of be passive and maybe aggressive if there are enemies nearby. But if the mod makes them more timid, it actually might make them run away. Also, I'm just gonna call Anniversary Edition a mod because I don't want to have to like keep mixing up between like which is a mod and... Oh my god, Charis! There's more important things to be fighting here! Like maybe the fucking dragon. Oh Jesus. Oh Jesus. Yeah, I don't suppose that commotion drew the horse here. And if the horse is timid, then that probably scared it off. Yeah, what are we around here? So I think we need to be heading more east. Let me just check the map again. No, maybe more south. Because it seems to not be in the marshy area. Roads! That was a mod. That, okay, a map that has roads on it. That's what I wanted. Sorry for scaring you. Yeah, I just finally remembered. Okay, so that's just regular Skyrim. I want special edition. Special edition, quality world map. I just want it to have roads, that's all I care. Okay, yeah, you can see the roads. Sweet. Oh, and there's a few things. You can do Vivid and Classic. The paper map. Cool. Yeah, awesome. So I'll add that later. Oh, yeah, no, roads. Yeah, I want a map with roads because the vanilla Skyrim map, hang on, not this. The vanilla Skyrim map does not show the roads. Like, it shows vaguely some of them, but you can't actually see them. Anyway, sorry, what were you saying? There was like a long thing you said and now that's gone. Something about dragons. Okay. Anyway. Still, back to this horse. I love how I was like, hey, I should get a horse to make the journey a lot faster. And then I completely get sidetracked. Ah, Belly X mod, gotcha. Like, I'm all, hey, we should get a horse to make this journey faster, and then I get sidetracked because it's like, oh, hey, there's a map of wild horses that you can track down. I'm like, wild horses, you say? Don't mind if I do. Main quest, what's that? Skyrim is literally just an ADHD trap. If you don't have ADHD when you first play the game, you're gonna get it. I think the map kinda indicated that we want to go further south. Like, not in the marshy area. I think it actually showed... No. Look at the map. Not that map, this map. So this map is saying the marker is actually right off the road, so we want to find the road. It should be like right around here, right? So whatever the horse is... So there's a road. That's a fox, not a horse. It's gonna be around here. Kind of. I'm gonna try and keep my ears open too, because horses do make distinct sounds. I'd prefer it not to rain, because that's gonna make it harder to see. There's this town. Where's the horse? Presumably somewhere around here. Here's something. That sounds like a giant, actually.
Stop right there.
Hello?
You have quite a bounty on your head in Thalmor. You pay me, and I see that your name is cleared.
Why? Why do I... What bounty do I have? Do you want to help me find a horse?
Never should have come here.
Great. Fantastic. Anyway, you're the one that never should have come here.
Not the best. Victory is yours.
Alright. Actually, what's the diminishing magic damage? I guess I'll take that and see if I can miss some jams. Still no sign of this horse. So where are we map-wise? Here's Frost River. I believe the only thing on the map is Dragon Bridge. And I'm guessing that X is just a general location. It's not a specific thing. Alright, well, we're gonna do a bit of a sweep. So let's start at the actual edge where the river begins. And maybe the horse will show up. Yeah, just kind of stay north of the road. I guess I don't need my fists out right now. Fisty, fisty, fists. Where's our horse? See? Did I hear something? Is that it? Is that it? It's a horse. Hang on, drop the save. It has a saddle, which is a little sus. I don't think this is the horse. Damn. Oh, let's see. Yeah, it is a horse. Here's another horse. That's also steel. What kind of horse is it again? Dapple Brown. Near a dragon mound. Okay, we should use that as a hint. Near a dragon mound. I do remember there is a dragon mound. Oh. Hammer shake? Was that just me sprinting? Am I hallucinating? I might be doing too many drugs. So the horse... Near a dragon, I would say. Oh? Oh no, that's a deer. The horse. Near a dragon mound. So I think the dragon mound that I'm remembering is kind of like in... It's in the region, like, down in the marsh, isn't it? I'm gonna stick to, like, the northern part of the road. Oh, here, we might actually be able to get a good overlook. Because if there is a mound down in the marsh... I'm not seeing anything. Where's the dragon mound? I don't think it's right along the road. I think it's a little ways off, actually. There's a mud crab. Dragon mound. It's already 5 p.m. We've wasted like the entire day searching for this horse. That's just a bunch of necromancers, don't mind me. Where's the dragon? Pretty sure it's north. That's Markarth very close by. We can already see it. Not Markarth, Morthal. Too many M-named cities. Have any of you seen a dragon mound? Somewhere. I know I've seen it before. Here it is. Is that? No, that's not Dragon Mound, is it? It might be. But no, I don't think it is. It's something, though. We can work off of that. Right, here's a standing stone. Where's the... Is this it? Remember, we're not even exactly... Well, this is something. I don't think it's... Oh, this is where what's-his-face... from Morthal comes if you want to become de-vampirized. Okay, there's a glowy sound. Where's the... Dragon. There's another Charis. Those things will not leave me alone. Go. Has anyone seen a dragon mound or a horse? Frankly, I'll take either. Well, we've definitely strayed too far north at this point, haven't we? Dragon Mound is, I believe, a little bit further south. Actually, I wonder. I guess I'm just not going to finish that statement. No, I wonder the Dragonstone. So there's a map of burial mounds in Delphine's office that we got from the Dragonstone. So I wonder if that's something we can use. Just not really sure how accurate it would be. Well, here we're literally just like right next door to Morthal. So, I know a lot of people complain about how Skyrim is just quest marker central and it just gives you a bunch of quest markers that tell you the exact location that you're supposed to go to, and it annoys a lot of people because it's like, oh, well, now there's like, you don't have to think, you don't have to investigate, it's just the game tells you exactly specifically where to go and you just follow the marker. And I'm actually kind of pro marker. Like, if I want to find a game where I have to hunt down something, I'm gonna play a game where I have to hunt down something. But if I'm just playing Skyrim, I just want to, like, you know, go to the place.
Put you down.
I kind of need the markers as a crutch, because I feel like the game isn't designed to cater to people that don't want markers, is the thing. Like, I kind of need the markers in a lot of ways. Also, lockpicking 69, nice. I kind of need the markers. The markers, to me, are very useful. So I will say there's a way I would probably do the markers if people do want to have the, like, have a bit of a balance between having no markers whatsoever and having all the markers in the world. My balance would be... yes, exactly that. Like, markers that point you in the general direction of where you're supposed to be going, but then they, like, once you're in the area, it turns into like a search circle. Like, you're in the right place, just look around and you'll eventually find it. That's what I need. Like, I think that's the best way to do markers. The newer Assassin's Creeds do that with most of their markers. And that's the way I like it. It's like, it gives me, because that way, like, right now, look at the entire circle that I've wandered around in, and I have no fucking clue if I'm even in the right area. If it had one of those circle markers, I would, like, walk into, like, say it's, like, in this little triangular area between Miko's shack, the Solitude Sawmill, and the Apprentice Stone. So there's like a little circle area around here where the horse is. And every time I wander outside of that circle, the game will indicate to you, hey, turn back around, you're leaving the area. That's what I need. So I don't mind having to search, but I also don't mind having a marker telling me the general area where I'm supposed to go. I just want those to work together to help me, like, know the gist of where I'm supposed to be and make sure I don't wander outside of that area. But we don't have that. Unfortunately, we just have this thing that says go near a dragon mound, and this map that I don't know how much I'm supposed to actually follow those X's. Like, I'm in the general area of that X, I just don't know, like, because according to the instructions say near Solitude, so we were near Solitude, across the river from Katla's farm. Okay, so we were at Katla's farm and we crossed the river, which was near Solitude. Near a dragon mound. Now, I know that there's a dragon mound in the marshland, but the dragon mound I'm picturing in my head is a little bit ways away from Katla's farm. So I'm getting mixed signals here. I'm either misremembering, which is entirely possible, or I'm being told it's near this thing, near this other thing, and those two things aren't actually close to each other. So here, I'm gonna backtrack, get more specifically closer to where Katla's farm is. Maybe there is a dragon mound around here and I simply am dumb and missed it. Or the game's just full of misinformation and I'm gonna turn to Google for help. Like, okay, so over here, we can find a dragon mound around this area, and unfortunately it's nighttime now, which is gonna make it harder to see. So there's a camp right there. There's some stuff over here. Where's the dragon mound? I don't think there's a dragon mound this close to Solitude, is there? Yeah, like here we're across from the harbor itself. Oh, there more? Yeah, we're across from the harbor itself. That's not a dragon mound over there, I don't think. Frankly, what would be helpful here is if the dragon mounds were actually discoverable locations instead of them just being like things that you come across in the wild that don't have a map marker. Like, the thing about map markers is they're supposed to be an indicator that you yourself marked this down on your map. Like, you didn't just buy a cave, you didn't just buy your map and the map came with a thing that said, here is Forsaken Cave and here is all these other places. It's more you kind of write them down as you come across them. What the hell is this? That's Sleeping Wolf's Lie. Well, there we go. A totem bone, not sure what that is, and a key, and a journal. This is truly remarkable. Through my experiments with these undead wolves, I had discovered a method to increase my power. By consuming their totems, objects that bind them between life and death itself, I can bind their spirits to my own life force. I've already consumed 2 totems, and their hosts are now completely under my control. This is not enough. I need a 3rd totem to be sure. Oh! Oh, you're spooky. And a bit tough. Interesting. Werewolf. And purloined shadows. I love how I keep getting distracted by different things. Like, no. I heard some. Here he is. Oh? 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 We just got a pet undead doggo. We just got a pet bone wolf. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is amazing. This is amazing. Anyway, let's open this cage. I don't even know what's in this cage. Alright, well, back to searching for the Dragon Mound. I don't suppose you know where the Dragon Mound was, Bone Dog. Also, we can actually get him stuff to carry. Oh yeah, just in time for spooky season. Yeah, it is now too dark for me to see if there are any dragon mounds nearby. I'm way too focused on trying to find this horse that by the time I do eventually find it, I'll be lucky if I even make it to Riverwood by the time it's time to end stream. Where's the Dragon Mound? Here? Yeah, it's a horse fighting simulator. Dragon Mound? Dragon Mound? Dragon Mound. Dragging these mounds over here. That is fair. Where's Dragon Map? I don't know where I was going with that. I don't know what you're talking about. Dragon Mound. Wait. Wait. Get back here. Get back here. No, 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 no. No. Okay. Wild horses will buck until tamed, stay mounted until they submit. If you are thrown, try again. Once tamed, you can add a saddle and rename them at any stable. When changing horses, tamed horses will return to the location where they were found. Interesting. Alright, well let's try and stay on. I'm aware, Rose. I'm aware. We got it! We got the Dapple Brown! Now time to take it and get a saddle. Although it's actually after 10 p.m., so they're probably closed. Because I wasted the entire day trying to find this stupid horse. Take it back to the stable, and then we're gonna talk to the guy. Maybe he'll still be out and about, and we can just, like, do the entire process of getting you saddled and renamed and whatnot. Without having to worry about some of this stuff. Is this dangerous? Should I'm just gonna swim the horse across the river. I'm not gonna bother trying to find the road. It would suck if the horse just immediately died after all the effort I went into trying to find it. Name it Gobblegorth? I have a name in mind. I've got a name in mind. Don't die. You're not allowed to die. No dying. Not after all the effort I went into trying to find you. Okay, are the people out here? No stable master. Presumably he's inside, eating dinner. Hopefully the horse won't run away. I'm just gonna take a peek inside the stables. Yeah, I'm familiar with that myth.
You got business at the stables?
I'd like to register and rename.
Of course.
Wait, what? I thought I could actually name it. I didn't realize it was just like... No, let me give it a name. I want to give it a name. I don't want it to be Lightning. Yeah, I've tried following that myth,
and leave the past be. That's my motto.
Well, let me get it. Saddle
Of course.
I guess a white saddle?
With a wife like Frederica and a son like Horm, I'm the luckiest man in Skyrim.
Ah, I see. Ride the lightning. I guess I could get an armor too. Let's just see what's looks like with steel armor.
If you're heading up to Solitude,
I don't see any fucking armor on this horse. Did you just eat my 500 gold, buddy? Did you just eat my 500 gold? I want armor on my horse.
Of course.
You know what? Whatever. You can keep the 500. I don't care. I literally do not care. I think the horse looks fine without armor. Anyway, lightning. Now I wanted to make this journey during the daytime, but we spent so long trying to find the horse in the first place that I guess we're gonna make it at night. So yeah, as for the fox myth, I believe the thing behind that myth is basically that foxes are programmed to just run away from you, and by that logic they will eventually lead you to a chest. So it's the same logic as in, hello Connor, it's the same logic as you can run a straight line, you're bound. Yeah, it's like the have a bunch of monkeys in a room and they'll eventually write Shakespeare logic. Like, that's the kind of thing. So, yeah. That's what that's all about. Anyway, I've got this horse. This journey should be a lot faster. Not that I wouldn't already be all the way over to Winterhold if I hadn't bothered chasing after this horse. So yeah. How's everyone doing? Speaking of random encounters,
there's been word of some trouble nearby. I'm on my way to investigate. I probably shouldn't tell everyone who asks. This is important business, you know.
Could save you trouble.
If you really want to do my job for me, here, I'll mark the location on your map. Just make sure you take care of whatever's going on there. It's my name on the line.
And we got a level up. Booyah. I doubt we'll actually ever find the location that she was headed to. Stamina? Jasper, thank you for the raid. I'm gonna go for health instead. Hello, Jasper, and Tsune, hello. Archery, one-handed. Okay, so we've got, what do we have to choose from here? So, restoration. And I really don't care. And Minra, hello. Yeah, I don't think we really need that much more in, and Jeremy in restoration. Alteration I care a little bit more about, but I think we're fine for now. I guess there's magic resistance, we could max that out. Ooh, and stability. That's a very useful one. But enchanting 80. I think that's gotta be the necessity. Yeah, that's gotta be the priority. Enchanting 80. Smithing, we're still a little ways from Daedric smithing. Heavy armor. We could get the final rank of Juggernaut. We've got a lot of good perks at this point. I'm gonna go for the enchanting. Anyway, right. What's the location she was even headed to? Does he even tell us? I don't think it does. Anyway, get back on lightning and continue our journey. So, for those of you who just arrived with the raid, hello, I'm Haru. Probably a lot of you know me already. And we're just playing our usual Skyrim stuff on Sunday. And yeah. Yeah, it's nice to meet you too, Cheetah. Also, as a reminder, this is September. So any subs to me are at a discounted price, and that can give you access to a bunch of really cool emotes that I have. So yeah, we're doing Skyrim. I was on my way. So as a brief summary to people who just joined. We started the stream doing diplomatic immunity and doing that quest line for the Minra is indeed a cutie pie. We did the quest line for the diplomatic immunity with the main quest. And now we have a quest to go back to Riverwood to get our stuff back from Delphine. But I kind of hang on, can you deal with this, Eric? There we go. Yeah, we got the quest from Delphine to do that thing. Yeah, we had to get our stuff back from Delphine. And I decided, you know what, I want to do the journey on foot instead of fast traveling, because that's more fun and interesting. And then I'm like, well, the journey is going to take a while, so we need to get a horse, right? So I went to the stables to get a horse, but apparently Anniversary Edition adds in these wild horses that you can find. And I got distracted for maybe like 30 minutes or so, maybe even more. I don't know if Rose was keeping track of how long I took doing it. No, it was like an hour. It was like 45 minutes to an hour probably of trying to find this fucking horse. And I did. I finally found it. Well, thank you. Yeah, I like my hair too. Yeah, it was about 45 minutes to an hour. And we finally got the horse. And now we're, like, keep in mind, the reason we were going for the horse in the first place was to save time. It's been an entire in-game day. Don't you touch my fucking horse. I will murder you. I put through a lot of work to try and find that horse. How fucking dare. Hands off my horse. Hands off my horse. Okay, there we go. There we go. There we go. What pathway is made of ice?
I'm on my way to Windhelm to join up with the Stormcloaks. Ulfric has the right of it.
Okay. Now, continue on our journey. Yeah, I know Minra. I know Minnie Cheetah. She's a good friend. She's like my first best friend since I became a VTuber. We love her. So yeah, we got people. We do love Minra. Yep, April 2021. Exactly. Oh yeah, VTubing is like, yeah, exactly. Like you measure it similar like you do in cat years, because like 1 year as a VTuber does not equal 1 year IRL. Thank you for the hydrate rose. And the stretch. Random expression? Oh god, I forgot that was the thing. Okay, let me get my die. Let me get my random expression. It's in here somewhere. There it is. 420 points. Nice. Alright, so what do we got? We have... So that's gonna be 5 through 9? I think? No, do I have 8 expressions? So that's gonna be 5 through 8. And number 8. So what's that gonna be? What is it? I can't see what that was. Soulless eyes. There we go. Yeah, I got a spooky dog. When I was searching for the horse Lightning, dead inside. Yep, that's a mood. When I was searching for Lightning, I got distracted several times, and one of those times was when I came across this necromancer that was like trying to command dead horses, undead dogs, and I found this little undead doggo right here, and he is now mine. So yeah. Also, unfortunately, it seems I cannot name my horse. The horse just comes with an automatic name, which is a little unfortunate because I was gonna name the horse Rose. Alright.
Alright, hand over your valuables, or I'll gut you like a fish.
You don't want to do this. You don't want to do this.
Nice try, but you don't scare me. I'm not going to ask again.
You don't want to do this.
Never.
Yeah, I was gonna name the horse Rose because you were a lovely companion while I went through all the trouble of trying to find it. There we go. Didn't even have anything on you. You were a shitty thief. Alright. Continue on our journey. What time is it? 3:31. So I suspect by the time we get to Riverwood, it will probably be... Oh, there's a dragon. I speak dragon sometimes. We should get a mod for Skyrim where the dragon just, instead of making whatever sound it usually does, it just says "Gow." Like, "Gow!" Ooh, you're named Dragon. Get back down here. That's not what dragons do. They don't fall down and bleed to death. Hey, hey, hey. Stop with fire breathing. Alright, come on. Punch you in the face. No breathing. That's cheating. That would be amazing, Minra. If you could mod that. Nom 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 nom. Vanilla flavored. Give me your bones. Alright, come back here, horsey. Yeah, just drink that soul with the straw. Although straws are bad for sea turtles, so maybe not. Maybe a biodegradable straw. That'd be good. I see Minra is playing Deus Ex.
This should be good.
Who's fighting? Is it you? Someone said a fight. Hello, Sabrina.
What's a milk drinker like you doing out here? Go home to your mother. Why? What are you gonna do? Cry?
I don't want any trouble.
God, you're boring.
Time to murder. No! Fuck. I accidentally unequipped my shield.
You can't win. No more.
Let's see, actually, Rose. Nords are naturally lactose intolerant, and for that reason, they look down on people that are able to drink milk because they themselves cannot. Fun fact that I totally just made up. Also, I forgot to turn off my expression. Can any of you please take care of this wolf? I do not want to get off my horse. There you go, Eric. Jesus. I'm gonna wait till it bites your neck before it does anything. Well, you're not a Nordman, right? You're a dragon. Like, the thing is, all Nords are lactose intolerant, but not all lactose intolerant people are Nords, you know? Soon the sun should be rising. And we will get to see a lovely view. It's the Headless Horseman! We found the Headless Horseman. It's the unique buddy. The unique thingy guy. I mean, I know exactly where he goes, but let's follow him anyway. Because it's not every day you see this Headless Horseman. He's a rare event. It's a giant. Ooh, nice giant. I like giants. They're, you know, friendly. They're territorial, sure, but they don't want to hurt anyone. Unless... Headless Horseman, show me where you lead. I remember... Okay, I don't know if I remember specifically the very first day that I saw the Headless Horseman, but I kinda at least vaguely remember one of the early days of me coming across him. And like, that was back in the days... Like, that was my first year playing Skyrim. God, that was a long time ago. Like, I was playing it on the 360, and I just was out vibing, and then this Headless Horseman person just showed up. I'm like, whoa, that's a cool event. I don't think I followed him, at least not the first time I came across him, because, like, he was kind of heading the direction that I wasn't trying to go. And also I think I just kind of wrote him off as just riding aimlessly and not actually having a destination in mind. No, I don't want the Nightshade. So yeah, I just kind of ignored him, apart from, like, you know, the immediate interaction with him. But yeah, just a little fun thing. I guess I've already looted this place and it hasn't regenerated yet. sad. Alright, where'd my horse go? Horse? Where did... There he is. Oh, now the sun is rising, and we get to see the wonderful beauty that is Skyrim. So, yeah. This has been quite an eventful stream. Like, we've done so much. It may not have been all the progress that I wanted to. At least not yet, though we still have some time. No, I actually don't know all that much Metallica off the top of my head. Don't worry, Rose. I won't smite. So, yeah. That's the Western Watchtower. Ignore that. The game just hadn't loaded in this part of the world yet. Don't mind it. Oh. We've got a saber cat. Ah.
Do you hunt? The plains outside Whiterun are ripe with game.
You almost got killed by that game. Speaking of unloaded textures, the game is... I think getting the horse means we are now too fast for the game. It cannot keep up. Well, here's Whiterun if we wanted to sell anything. Actually, you know what? There is one thing I want to do in Whiterun, and that is unload these dragon modes that are weighing me down. It's like the Khajiit caravan is here too. So we'll unload the dragon modes. I don't think I have anything to sell. At least not yet. Also, hopefully the guards don't mind my undead dog. Well, there are no guards to mind my undead dog. Are we seriously just leaving the front gate of Whiterun unguarded? Ah, I guess the war really has worn town guards thin. Very quiet. Like, normally I see a lot of people walking the streets. Like, I get it's 7 in the morning, but like, there's only 3 people. There's this one guard in all of Whiterun,
A few symptoms for myself.
Brenuin, and Adrian. I'm curious. We're just gonna have a little scout around town. There's gotta be more, right? Nope, no one here. There's one guard. There's another one. This is kind of fishy. Guards? Okay, all the guards were asleep in the barracks. Okay, now everyone is waking up. I was worried. Like, I know it's been a while since I've been to Whiterun, but like, I hope there wasn't a vampire attack that killed everyone while I was gone. Okay, the town seems to be waking up. Anyway, into Breeze Home. Time to drop our stuff off. So we're gonna drop off the dragon bones. Is there anything else I need to drop? I would also like to drop off there's definitely some other stuff. Oh, Delphine probably has them. Because I had some, like, unique weapons and stuff that I was never going to use, and they were just weighing me down. And so I guess I was just kind of keeping those around. Anyway, are the guards out front yet? Hello, Ian. Nope, no guards guarding the front gate. Thank you for the follow, Cheetah Jet. Just the entire front of the city is completely unguarded. God damn. Alright, where's my horse? There it is. Yeah, we got a skeleton dog. Also, around the same time we got this horse. So, right, Sabrina, what you missed, is basically, this, I believe, is all stuff from the Anniversary Edition. So when I decided I was going to make my journey on foot from Solitude to Riverwood, I was like, you know, I need to get a horse because that'd make the journey a lot faster. And so I went to the stables, but the stables, they actually had a map where you could buy like a wild horse map to hunt down your own wild horses, and that's what this one was. And so there was a wild horse that was marked right around this region of, like, near Solitude. And I wasn't sure exactly where to look, so I spent a good, like, 45 minutes to an hour trying to find this horse. And then, like, right around here-ish, right around here, was like a necromancer with a cage with a bunch of undead dogs. And so I killed the necromancer, and one of the dogs you can just take as a pet. So I now have a pet skeleton dog. And yeah, alien disrespects. Rose is probably right. It would be Twitter. But, yeah, I don't know. Like, shotgun. I see what you did there. Yeah. Anyway. Got some wolves. There we go. How am I doing on carry weight? I'm doing pretty well on carry weight. What are you doing out here, buddy? Your town is that direction. I mean, I suppose you could be running errands to Whiterun, but that's a bit of a walk. And here is Riverwood. Oh, it's good to be back. Back where it all began. Alright, Delphine. Got some news for you. I've also got a new pet, so I hope you don't mind. So...
Come on in. We got warm food, warm drinks, and warm beds.
Delphine. Close the door behind you, doggo. Alright, take my stuff. Now, Delphine.
Made it out alive, at least. Your gear's safe in my room, as promised. Did you learn anything useful?
Yeah, they know nothing about the dragons, but they also knew Ulfric would have been an asset to them, so they kind of interrogated him and kind of implanted some ideas in his head, and they know they benefit from the Civil War, but they don't want either side to win, and oh wait, you just want to know about the dragons. Never mind. Yeah, no, they know nothing.
Really? That seems hard to believe. You're sure about that?
Why'd you send me if you weren't gonna believe me? Also, like, why would the Thalmor know anything about the dragons? Thank you for the follow, Dreadslayer. Like, what makes you think they had a pet dragon just laying around?
You're right. I was sure it must have been them. If not the Thalmor, who? Or what?
No one. Literally no one. Like, the dragons have just returned. That's it. I don't know, but the Thalmor are looking for someone named Esbern.
Esbern? He's alive? I thought the Thalmor must have got him years ago. That crazy old man. Figures the Thalmor would be on his trail, though, if they were trying to find out what's going on with the dragons.
General Kenobi! Hello. What would the Thalmor want with Esbern?
You mean aside from wanting to kill every blade they can lay their hands on? Esbern was one of the Blade's archivists, back before the Thalmor smashed us during the Great War. He knew everything about the ancient dragon lore of the Blades. Obsessed with it, really. Nobody paid much attention back then. I guess he wasn't as crazy as we all thought.
So the Thalmor think the Blades know about the dragons.
Ironic, right? The old enemies assume that every calamity must be a plot by the other side. Even so, we've got to find Esbern before they do. He'll know how to stop the dragons if anybody does. Do they know where he is?
They seem to think he's in Riften.
Riften, eh? Probably down in the Ratway, then. It's where I'd go. You'd better get to Riften. Ask around the Ragged Flagon in the Ratway. It's at least a good starting point. Oh, and when you find Esbern, if you think I'm paranoid, you may have some trouble getting him to trust you. Just ask him where he was on the 30th of Frostfall. You'll know what it means.
Cool. What's so important about me being Dragonborn?
The Blades have always guarded and guided the Dragonborn, but we'd forgotten why. Now our purpose is clear. I'm all that's left of the Blades, and you're the Dragonborn. Together, we're going to stop these dragons if we have to put every last one of them back in the ground.
What happened to the Blades? Why are you on the run?
The Thalmor happened. They've been hunting down every blade they can find for the past 30 years. Thanks to the White Gold Concordat, they've been able to operate throughout the Empire with impunity.
So why are they hunting you?
When I was young, our leaders became obsessed with the Thalmor threat. They believed that if and when we found a Dragonborn, we would need to protect her against the Thalmor. Turns out we fatally underestimated the Thalmor. They smashed us with ease during the Great War. I was one of the few who escaped. For a long time, all I cared about was staying alive and taking revenge on the Thalmor when I could. But then the dragons returned, and I remembered that the Blades used to be dragon slayers, and that we were sworn to protect the Dragonborn, the greatest dragon slayer of all.
Yeah, so, Sabrina, the Blades are sworn to protect the Dragonborn, and for a long period of time, the Emperor of Tamriel was a Dragonborn, like, tracing back all the way to Tyra Septim. So, they were sworn to protect the Emperor under the condition that said Emperor had dragon blood. And that kind of ended with the Septim bloodline. And so... But because such a long period of time had passed during the Septim dynasty, a lot of people just sort of, like, the association kind of blurred together. And so instead of associating the Blades as protecting the Dragonborn, they associated the Blades as being the Emperor's personal bodyguard. So, yeah. But as of now, the Septim dynasty has ended, and while there is an Emperor, said Emperor is not Dragonborn. Anyway, so we've done that. There's not much more for us to get here. Alright. Well. So, my plan after this is to... So, the game is sending us over to Riften, which is great because we have a lot of unfinished business around this region anyway. And that's not even including the Thieves Guild, which we still have yet to properly start. But because of our current level, I think it's really about time that we make our way to Winterhold so we can join the college, get access to a bunch of new spells, because currently our spells are a little bit capped. Like, we can't get better spells right now. And also, Septimus Cygnus can get us started on the questline to get the Augment Infinium. So there's a few things up there in Winterhold that I want to do. So that's going to be our next destination. But between here and there, there's also a few other places around here that we have quests for, I believe, Dawnstar. I believe, like, Forsaken Cave and Shrouded Grove are both Dawnstar stuff. So we're gonna do that, but that's all gonna be next time, because I have no idea how long that's gonna take. I'm prone to get sidetracked, and I think a single dungeon is probably gonna take up the rest of the time that I'm willing to dedicate to the stream. So, in that case, I think we're just gonna call it here. And next time, we will continue on to Winterhold. I want my dog to leave that area. There we go. So that I can close up shop and keep this place hidden from everyone. So yeah, Winterhold next time. Gonna do some errands on the way between here and there. And yeah. I'm trying to think of it. Has my carry weight always been 400? I swear I had higher carry weight than that. maybe what the issue is I need to unequip and re-equip stuff, because I know Skyrim can be a little bit weird about that. So it's entirely possible we were being underpowered this entire time. There we go. Much better. So yeah, I think we're gonna call it here. That was a lot of progress. Not all the progress that I wanted to make, but a lot of progress that I didn't even know was available to make. So we're going to end the stream here. Wrap up stuff. And Wednesday will be your usual Wednesday stream. Don't know what I'm gonna do yet. Tomorrow I will probably make and upload a schedule as per usual. Yeah, thank you for joining, Cheetah, and thank you for the follow. Reminder that this is September, so for the entire month of September, all subs are cheaper. And that includes if you buy subs in advance. So if you buy 6 months of subs, that will all be discounted. And through all of that, you will be able to use all my emotes. I do have a few follower emotes, so if you can't afford to sub, you can still use a few of my emotes, like my lurk and trans flag. But yeah, if you want better emotes, like the heart and stuff, consider dropping a sub. As for other stuff, I've got my links right here in my card. You can find all the stuff, all the places you can find me, like Twitter, YouTube, where I upload videos. I upload some stuff apart from stream VODs. In fact, I'm going to be uploading a new series probably starting next week. And that will be direct to YouTube, so if you are not following my YouTube channel and want to see more content from me that's not here on Twitch, I recommend you go and subscribe there. I've also got a throne wish list if you want to send me things, and I've got a Discord server where you can hang out, and I'm still working on when exactly I want to have watch parties and stuff, but that will happen in the semi-near future. But yeah, Twitter's probably the best place to find me. And if you want to support me, again, subs are a good, easy way that gives you a bunch of benefits as well, like emotes. And otherwise, there's also the direct tip link through Stream Elements, which you can find down below in the panels or right there in the card. With that said, let me see who's streaming right now. Who are we gonna send a raid to? Whoever we end up raiding. This is going to be our raid message right here in chat. So that's something you can copy and paste when we get there. And again, if you're subbed, you can have that heart emote. Yeah, who do we want to raid? Well, I'm thinking Zabel, who actually raided Ian yesterday when I was on their stream for our Friday nights. So, and they're playing Wizard 101, which is actually a game that I played a while back. It might be worth me getting back into, but I don't know. It is a fun game though. So we're gonna go raid Zay and say hello. Remember the raid message, and thank you all so much for coming. Bye bye.